Well, folks, after 2 years of a romance flourishing and culminating, we have arrived here at the union of two star-crossed lovers. You're all invited to enjoy this wedding. Please rise as we welcome the groom to the ring. And now, please join me in welcoming our bride-to-be. You may be seated. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in the presence of all these witnesses to join Mr. Goldsworth and Miss White in matrimony commended to be honorable by all, and therefore is not to be entered into lightly, but reverently, passionately, lovingly, and solemnly. In this very gold mine, these two persons present now come to be joined. In this very gold mine, we have witnessed your love blossom and flourish. We have witnessed your romance survive adversity and conflict, both emotional and physical, from outside, wealthy, extravagant forces. And now we come to bear witness to this moment, when your lives become one, so that you may truly live your golden years. Now, Mr. Goldsworth, I believe you had written out your vows, and you would like to speak them now.
Schnookums, I first laid eyes on you, I loved you. You've changed my life forever. And everything that vile and loathsome Alexander G. Bernard put us through, the butler humiliations, everything he did, I would do it all over again just to be able to be with you forever. And in the days to come, I want to walk in fields of gold with you.
Delightful, simply delightful. Mrs. White, you have your vows as well?
Ever since you walked through those curtains, I knew you were my butler, the love of my life. And I love you so much. You have made my life whole again. I was so empty after Ethan's father passed, and just want you to know you've made my life whole again, and I love you so much, and I will be married to you, and you will be my husband for the rest of my life.
So thank you, Mr. Gozel. Now then, if any person here present in this building, any person at all, who would have cause for these two not to be wedded, speak now or forever hold your peace. None? Okay. Okay then. Excellent. So if we may have the ring bearer, please present the matrimony rings.
What's going on? These aren't the rings.
These aren't the rings.
Where are the real rings?
This is candy. A ring bearer?
I apologize. I know what this must look like. I can assure you that is a travesty. Oh my goodness. What happened? I know you may not believe me. I know I may have appeared the enemy of love and marriage in all this time. But I've learned my lesson. I've learned a valuable lesson of how love truly is the bond that brings us together. It's what strengthens us and gives meaning to life. Alone, we are just boats adrift in the sea, and together we may form an island. Let love win! I know this may seem very sudden, but what can I say? I've met someone. She's beautiful and lovely. She completes me, and really all I seek to do in life is make her happy. And I know this may seem very sudden, but what can I say? When the impulse strikes, I've eloped. Thank you. It is wonderful. In fact, there's an old axiom. Don't tell, show. People in the back, that disc I provided you, please, if you would. You got ordained, yes?
I'm sure, okay?
You have
okay.
the certificate?
I got the certificate last night,
Hey,
okay?
it needs to be official. So
I know.
works for official.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
You ready?
Camera.
Okay. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to meet these two in holy matrimony. And what a first wedding it is for me to join Ms. White and Mr. Bernard. All right. Are you ready to do this?
Yeah, Mars, get to the good part.
Okay.
Don't have all day.
All right, it's sorry. Some of it's just kind of... Okay. Mr. Bernard, do you take Miss White as your wife?
I do.
Okay. Ms. White, do you take Mr. Bernard as your husband?
I do.
That's what I do. Okay. All right, I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Bernard.
Huzzah!
All right, let's go. Kiss the bride.
I don't actually have to kiss the bride.
No, you have to kiss the bride. It's a rule. You have to do it.
We don't need to show that far.
Let's make this official.
We can skip this. We can skip this, monkeys.
All right. Great. Give it up for the happy couple.
All right, we're done here. You're done. You're done.
All right.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Come on.
Have a wonderful honeymoon.
Isn't marriage wonderful? I just have one question about this ceremony, though. Mr. Goldsworth, why are you trying to marry my wife? I have just one question for you, Ethan. Who's your father?
Are you ready for a Dynamite Division Showcase matchup?
Yes.
Shut up.
I absolutely am.
No.
I know what we have to do.
Serious.
Go ahead.
I'm serious. Let's lay out. Paul, edit that part out.
Coming in at a combined weight, 375 pounds, the team of Lucian Delight, and your Division Champion at 1,002 days and counting, Boyce LeGrande.
Well, Tony Gonzalez here is the reigning Dynamite Division Champion, Boyce LeGrande, who recently celebrated his 1,000th day as Dynamite Division Champion. Tony Gonzalez, we live in a world where people are trying to make the world great again. They're trying to make the world over in their image, and Boyce LeGrande, for over 1,000 days, has made the Dynamite Division, in his words, not mine, his words, great again. He has made the Dynamite Division over again in his image for over 1,000 days. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you know this is not really how I feel. These views are not mine, and I can guarantee you they're not the views of one Tony Gonzalez. I can tell you these are the views of Boyce LeGrande, and we are being forced to read them off of a piece of paper given to us by his lawyers, signed and notarized by the city of Pacifica, the county of San Mateo, as well as the city of San Francisco, county of San Francisco, and the state of California, god damn it. Hell, it even has a signature from the state athletic commissioner. That we have to talk about the fact that Boyce LeGrande has made this division great again, and now being tossed in the air around here are these pamphlets that talk about the 1,000 days that Boyce LeGrande has been Dynamite Division Champion. What the hell is this crap, Boyce? What is this? What is this?
You know, John Roberts, I was there the night Boyce LeGrande won the Dynamite Division Championship. He beat 3 men to win the Dynamite Division Championship. And for the last, how many days? I'm sorry.
1,000 days.
1,000 days and counting. We've had to listen to Boyce LeGrande.
And counting.
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 When will it ever end?
And knitting. And counting. And knitting. And counting. I sound like David Pee Wee Herman. Thanks to Boyce LeGrande, because I gotta say, and counting every 5 damn seconds that Boyce LeGrande is in front of us, and I'm sick of it.
Watch out. He has the microphone. He might have something to say.
You already know who it is! for over 1,000 days. That's 1,000. Over 1,000 days, I have been your Gold Rush Dynamite Division Champion. And Lucian Delight, I just want to personally shake your hand for being here with me for this momentous occasion. Now, somebody said the first was the best. They went and tried to get that Kool-Aid drinking, blue-haired meanie, Will Hobbs, Rude, whatever he's called himself nowadays, to try and do something about it. Shut your mouth, little man. Hey, you got a personal invite to come right on in this ring. Come on. Just what I thought. Chump, if you're not going to step up, shut up. Now, back to the business at hand. Will Rude, Hobbs, whatever, Marquise Jackson, Marcus Lewis, whatever. I got rid of him a long time ago. Had to upgrade that. That's right. Now, Will, first. Anybody that knows Gold Rush history, Will, I took your music, I took your belt, and now I'm going to take everything.
Well, why are they hitting Boyce LeGrande's music?
He already came out to this music. Hey, if somebody came in the back and hit the stop button.
Wait a minute.
Hey!
Marcus Lewis and Will Hobbs have arrived at Gold Rush Pro Wrestling.
And Boyce LeGrande's face says it all. He has gone completely silent.
Well, Will Hobbs is a former Dynamite Division Champion.
In fact, he never lost that title.
You're absolutely right. He never did lose that title. Well, let's be fair. Will Hobbs didn't actually win the title himself. Marcus Lewis, then known as Marquise Jackson, his sports agent, and later Boyce LeGrande, is the one who pulled the title down at a Reach for the Gold event and handed it to Will Hobbs, and he became the first ever Dynamite Division Champion. But besides that, Will Hobbs did defend that title many, many times.
In fact, I always remember his legendary steel cage encounter with MPT for the Dynamite Division Championship.
And as you were saying, Will Hobbs did never lose that title. He was supposed to defend the title, was not here due to something to do with Kool-Aid or something or whatever. In any event, Marcus Lewis defended that title on behalf of his then client, Will Hobbs. He lost the title to Virgil Flynn, and now we're being interrupted. I'm trying to talk about the history of the Dynamite Division title. Can you let me talk about it? And counting. I get it, 1,000 days. You make me sound like Pee Wee Herman. And counting.
His lawyer's gonna slap you?
I guess upside the head. I don't know what I did to deserve that. I follow every letter of the law, boys. In any event, that's beside the point. I was talking about the Dynamite Division title.
At a combined weight of 417 pounds, the team of former Dynamite Division Champion Marcus Lewis and the first Dynamite Division Champion, Will Rude.
And in any event, I was talking about Will Hobbs, Will Rude, whichever name he's going by here tonight. In any event, Will Hobbs was not able to defend that title that night. Marcus Lewis defended it on his behalf, lost it to Virgil Flynn, who down the road lost it over 1,000 days ago to the man who currently holds it, Boyce LeGrande.
And you know, both these guys have both moved on, Marcus moved on from Boyce LeGrande and started his own successful singles career here in Northern California. Will Hobbs just recently making his return, and they've both teamed up to join a successful tag team. One of the more successful tag teams in this region, winning tag team gold everywhere they go.
That's right. You're talking about Lion Power, as they are now known. Hobbs and Marcus Lewis one hell of a successful tag team in their own right, and it looks like Lucian Delight is finally going to get his just desserts and going to have to actually step foot in the ring and wrestle here tonight. I just noticed he's dressed for battle.
I don't know. He still has his light-up shoes on. I mean, are those regulation wrestling gear? I mean,
I guess. I mean, they must have been approved by the state athletic commission if he's even gotten this far as to wear them down into the ring.
Well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is possibly Lucian's very first Gold Rush match. I've never seen.
I think it's his very first match. Period. For Lucian Delight, making his pro in-ring debut tonight.
This poor guy's in trouble.
Well, let's be serious. Let's be honest for a minute. How many times have we seen Lucian Delight interject himself into a match? At some point, the dude's going to have to lace him up and get in the ring, and that's what we're seeing now.
Well, he's used to getting punched in the mouth. It's okay.
And the bell sounds, this tag team matchup officially underway.
Man, look at Will Hobbs. He is just in absolutely fantastic shape. If you follow Will Hobbs on social media, on his Instagram and his Facebook, he is always posting selfies in the gym, letting you know how much he lifts. This Will Hobbs is a very impressive physical specimen. Obviously, the power of lion power, John Roberts.
Well, Will Hobbs going to start off here with Boyce LeGrande, and it's kind of fitting that these two are going to tie up here. And knocked to the ground by Will Hobbs was Boyce LeGrande, and he's not happy about the fact that he's been overpowered by a larger Will Hobbs. And I got to say, since the last time we saw Will in a Gold Rush ring, which has been over 3 years, he's gotten a lot bigger. Yeah. He's gotten a lot tougher. He's gotten a lot meaner. But on top of that, he's gotten a lot smarter with the way that he operates inside of those ring ropes.
Absolutely. The Will Hobbs that we remember was a brash, young, cocky upstart. But this Will Hobbs we see now, he is focused, he is ready, and the task at hand in front of him, the Dynamite Division Champion at 1,000 some odd days and counting.
Over 1,000 days and counting. Over 1,000 days. Hey, dear Boyce LeGrande's lawyer, was that clear enough for you? In any event, LeGrande knocked to the ground again by Will Hobbs. It's not about you and me. It's about what's going on in the ring. Lawyers will have to wait. We're here to call the action, and that's what we're seeing right now in this tag team contest as Hobbs and LeGrande circle each other up, but there's a kick to the gut. Hobbs was trying to go for a collar and elbow tie-up once again, but the veteran know-how of Boyce LeGrande coming into play. But now, look at the power of Will Hobbs.
Now you're saying this is Will Hobbs' first match in Gold Rush in over 3 years. So that's, wow.
Boyce LeGrande turned inside out and launched into the lights with a back body drop.
So this is a brand new Will Hobbs that Boyce LeGrande is facing. This isn't the same brash, cocky young punk that he wrestled 3 years ago. This Will Hobbs is focused, and I can say the same thing for Marcus Lewis.
And a tag made, and in comes the flying lion, Marcus Lewis, to go to work on Boyce LeGrande. Nice European uppercut onto the point of the jaw.
Now Marcus Lewis, after Will Hobbs took his sabbatical from Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, he wasted no time. He backed up the bad boy.
Picture perfect drop kick there. And let's talk about something here for a second. And the fact you just saw there, we're seeing it again. A little bit of mind games there. That looked a little low for Boyce LeGrande. A little bit of mind games between Marcus Lewis and Lucian Delight. You heard earlier Boyce LeGrande say he upgraded when he went from Marcus Lewis to Lucian Delight, and I'm sure that has gotten into the claw of Marcus Lewis.
I think Marcus Lewis would like to think of it less of an upgrade and more of he took his own career into his own hands, and as he did that, he rocketed straight to the top of California wrestling. But Boyce LeGrande, ever the veteran,
with that vertical shoot play there, able to take down Marcus Lewis. Hook of the leg, could it be enough? No.
And as we said before, we haven't seen Marcus Lewis on a Gold Rush ring in a long time too, and he's evolved as well. He's twice as tough as he was before. He has twice the heart that he did before.
Well, he's got the heart of a lion, but right now he's getting caught with a kick to the kidneys by Lucian Delight, saying, I didn't do that, really? We all saw it. Oh, and turned inside out was Marcus Lewis.
If Marcus Lewis is the flying lion, then Lucian Delight is the cowardly lion, as you saw him distracting Marcus Lewis, giving Boyce enough time to knock him down, and now here he comes.
Well, a tag made, and Lucian Delight in to drop a boot onto the kidney area, and now into the solar plexus of Marcus Lewis. Lucian Delight You know, it doesn't look like he's got very much behind those blows. Oh, but there's a lot into that shoulder.
I'll admit one thing. Lucian is actually in pretty good shape for a guy who mainly just runs around the ring barking at people. But
with
hey,
his fancy light-up shoes.
With his fancy light-up shoes, yes. But hey, he's actually got Marcus Lewis down. I got to admit, that's somewhat impressive.
That stomp didn't look half bad. Maybe he's just getting a little warmed up. In any event, another stomp right into the sternum by Lucian Delight, who is enjoying this. Oh, but wait a minute. I don't think he's going to enjoy getting dropped on his spine. Oh, but he's able to float out of the way and just toss Marcus Lewis into the corner, and a quick tag made to Boyce LeGrande, and Lucian Delight is running for the hills.
I don't know if you noticed, but it looked like he might have caught a little rake of the eyes on Marcus Lewis. Jimmy Ray getting in Lucian's face.
Oh, and now Will Hobbs in rage. Will Hobbs incensed, going after Boyce LeGrande, but all he's doing is distracting the referee and allowing Lucian Delight and Boyce LeGrande to impose their will on Marcus Lewis.
The last thing Will Hobbs wants to do is get worked up and make mistakes.
5 minutes has elapsed in this contest.
Because Boyce will capitalize on those mistakes.
Boyce with an elbow to the forehead. The point of the elbow there, it might have been dangerously close to being the point of the elbow. Referee might want to take a second look at that. And Marcus Lewis desperately trying to make a tag to Will Hobbs, not able to.
Oh, look at
spit
that.
in the face, the disrespect by Boyce LeGrande. Oh, and there you go. Did you see that? He got tagged a little bit.
Not enough, though, and Lucian able to get back into the ring. And was there a tag? I did not see a tag. Jimmy Ray asking if there was a tag. I did not see a tag.
I didn't see a tag at all. I saw some hands clap to simulate a tag, but I didn't actually see a tag at all.
I don't know if you can see the look on Lucian's face.
Wait, here we go, cover.
I don't know if you can see the look on Lucian's face. He's feeling real good about himself. Of course, it's easy to feel good about yourself when your opponent is fighting to try and fight his way back up to his feet.
And Lucian dropping a knee and then a boot right into the chest. Lucian Delight is feeling it here. This would be a huge upset if Lucian Delight was going to score the pinfall victory or gain a submission here. Of course, he hasn't really done much of the work. We've seen Boyce LeGrande be the one to lay the carnage on to Marcus Lewis so far in this contest.
Oh, you know for a fact that if Lucian gets the pin in this match, we'd never hear the end of it.
Oh, and look at that. Marcus Lewis gets the kick and makes a tag, but the referee didn't see it, and now he's going to force Will Hobbs back out of the ring. Meanwhile, Boyce LeGrande on the offensive, going after Marcus Lewis.
Oh, man.
And again, simulating a tag was Boyce LeGrande and Lucian Delight. Again, behind the referee's back. There's a hook of the leg. Could it be enough? No.
Hey, Boyce LeGrande is a multiple-time tag team champion. This guy knows tag team wrestling. As you can see, he also knows dirty tactics, having Jimmy Ray distracted while he drapes the boot over Marcus Lewis's throat.
Well, he's never held tag team gold here in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, but he has held it all across Northern California. He is a 20-year vet of the Squared Circle, and he is the only man who has held the Dynamite Division title and the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title. And not only that, the only man who's held them at the same time. That has never been done, and of course, no one has ever held both titles. So it's a pretty big feat to check both of those off the bucket list and off the history books at the same time.
Yeah, just Boyce LeGrande, hey, we may not like his attitude, but let's face that he is one of the best that Gold Rush has to offer.
Well, and by hook or by crook, he has retained the Dynamite Division title for over 1,000 days. Lucian Delight, oh my God! Oh my God, Lucian Delight just spiked himself on his forehead.
That could have ended up really bad. Well, I mean, it ended up bad. That could have ended up real bad. And now both men are down.
Lucian Delight crashing and burning. It looked like maybe he was thinking Swanton bomb and he never flipped. Instead, he landed face first and gut first. And a tag is made. Here comes Will Hobbs. Tag made to Boyce LeGrande. Big clothesline. Big clothesline again. Actually, I don't think Boyce got the tag. I think he just came in to assist Lucian Delight, and Will Hobbs making him pay for it.
He came in to assist Lucian and got thrown out of the ring. And now Lucian, who is still the legal man in this matchup, at the mercy of Will Hobbs.
And a knife edge chop there from the purveyor of willpower, Marcus Lewis, going after the Dynamite champ. Wait a minute. Here we go. Double team. Sit out. Double power bomb. Oh, wait a minute. What the heck?
Now they're stealing moves.
Ooh. This has got personal written all over it. Will Hobbs and Boyce LeGrande just trying to rip each other apart.
I mean, isn't it bad enough that Boyce stole his music and his belt? Now he's trying to steal move. Oh man, they're going at it.
And here we go, Will Hobbs unloading on the Dynamite Champion.
Hey, Will Hobbs has the power advantage in this one. So he can manhandle Boyce if he really wanted to. But Boyce has the street smarts and the ring wrestling smarts to get the job done.
Boyce LeGrande went downstairs and then followed it up by slamming Will Hobbs into that steel guardrail. And Hobbs in trouble as he goes face first. No, wait a minute. Counter. Double shot to the gut. Oh, and there goes Boyce LeGrande up and over the guardrail. Meanwhile, in the ring, Marcus Lewis and Lucian Delight squaring off and circling up. And Lucian wants nothing to do. Hey, Lucian, you might want to spend some more time in training because that knife edge chop was nothing.
My mom can hit harder than that.
Oh, wait, I think he's getting a little fired up here.
Wait, I don't know if you want to fire Marcus Lewis up, though. The Flying Lion is the last guy you want to fire up, John Roberts. Trust me.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it going to be the return of the sports agent, Marquise Jackson?
Hey, he's got a bow tie.
And now, Marquise Jackson, Marcus Lewis, as he's now known, imposing his will onto Lucian Delight, who is the legal man in this contest.
Lucian Delight is at the absolute mercy of Marcus Lewis.
Oh, and Marcus Lewis gets hung up on the ropes, but then eventually falling all the way to the outside thanks to the low bridge.
That doesn't mean Lucian's safe, though. He should really look behind him right now.
Lucian.
Use those lighted shoes to guide your way.
Don't turn around. You shouldn't have turned around. Shouldn't have turned around. Hey, Lucian. Night-night. Lucian Delight dropped hard on his spine. Hook of the leg. 3 count. And Will Hobbs pins Lucian Delight.
Here are your winners by pinfall, the team of Marcus Lewis and Will Hobbs.
Good night, Lucian Delight. Will Hobbs silencing the manager of the Dynamite Division Champion.
Not only silencing a manager of the Dynamite Division Champion, but making a statement to the Dynamite Division Champion himself. Will Hobbs is back.
And we got to emphasize, we got to point out once again that Will Hobbs never was pinned or made to submit for the Dynamite Division title. It was Marcus Lewis who was pinned on behalf of Will Hobbs over 3 years ago.
And look at this, Will Hobbs holding the Dynamite Division Champion for the first time in 3 years. It must feel good to him, but he knows if he wants to get that title back, he has to go through
1,000 days and counting. And I gotta say, I got a feeling that right now, Will Hobbs is feeling like the uncrowned Dynamite Division Champion.